Oh, and these are stone walls. Awesome. So this is actually a built-up city. Well. I'm going to use the garrison as much as possible. Let's just say that. And maybe the heavy onagers. Need to move you forwards very slightly.
For the Savior! For the glory of God!
A bit more.
Orders understood.
Perfect.
Con duty, senores! Spear infantry!
Okay. Has the addition of walls made the internal city easier to defend? I suspect so. I mean, it still has a lot of issues. Actually, this is a slight... Oh no. I was like, where are the walls where you totally should be able to put archers, but you can't? They were here. Not there. Right. That's a cool ramp. I get excited about just the smallest things. Like, this would not exist in Total War Warhammer. What, do you mean actually having ladders and not just magical entranceway on every single wall tile? Crikey! Well, these are high walls, so I'm very much hoping that I can just hide behind them while they pummel the wall itself. Actually, let's put you here. Because they will not have vision on these units. Because walls. Hopefully. And then barricades. Good question. There. And actually, I'm going to stick the crossbows here. Then they can go and fortify that barricade if necessary.
God in heaven! God in heaven! Siege artillery!
Are you even in range? Yes.
The enemy tremble before our superior numbers! We can hold this place, and we will! Now! Ready! For God in heaven!
Can't put archers there, that's private property.
Siege artillery!
You guys even fired yet? I feel like you guys haven't fired yet. You've totally not fired. Why are you not firing?
God save us! Give them fire! Loose!
Oh shit. Run away! Those walls are about to come down!
The enemy has destroyed the gates! Brace! Spearmen at the ready! Warriors of Christ! Nothing remains of that tower now! Siege artillery at your command! Attack, you worthless dogs!
I guess you consider yourselves to be just out of range of them. You can shoot at the corridor listers.
For the savior!
I guess. Oh, did they move? No! We obliterated a bunch. Okay, we're in range. We're definitely in range. Well, I'm definitely enjoying the high walls. Meaning that I can hide all of these guys behind them, but the low walls couldn't. Looks like they're still just going for the one breach, unless they all aim at this tower. You lot get away from that.
Cornuti senores! At the double! Quick march!
Kind of lucky in how bad a shot they are. Well, there's one wall.
Some of the walls are breached!
Really? I hadn't noticed. Oh, and they took out the catapult as well, easily. They're going for that wall too. Let's pull you back.
Senores! Defensive testudo! For the glory of God! For the Savior! Sagittarius! Defensive testudo! Legio comitatenses! At speed! At your command. March, Omega! The enemy is upon us! They're at the walls!
Some of them. Right, is that everyone? Close enough.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
I saw you turning. Hopefully too late, though. Oh, he's aimed. He's loaded. Oh, you lucky sod. You missed, though. In terms of castle warfare, which is better, Attila or Warhammer? Chat, why don't you answer that one for me?
Scout equites! Charge! Scout equites! Engage! Preventares!
So yeah, to answer, because chat has been doing a pretty good job of it. Attila. Attila's probably got the best siege battle since Medieval 2. Although Thrones of Britannia are pretty good as well. Then Thrones of Britannia is based on Attila, so it's not that surprising.
Forward! More glory!
So yeah, Warhammer sieges are terrible. They're probably, no, they're definitely the worst aspect of that game. Like, Warhammer does a lot of things right, especially the way that heroes and agents work. For Warhammer, it wouldn't work in a historical title. But, wow, the sieges are terrible. They are really, really bad. Guys, your job's not done yet. Yes, you may use your job. Have fun!
At the double! For glory! Loose! Scout equites! Rallied their units! To the banners! Pornuti senores! At speed! Double time!
That
At
way.
speed! Break off!
That way!
Pull back!
What are you doing? Guys, this way. There's a big freaking breach. Use it!
Advance at speed!
No!
At speed!
Oh, you morons!
Double!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys. Just stop.
Preventares! Scout equites!
This is as good as over.
The enemy general is fallen! God speak good! We are moments away from victory! Scout equites! For glory! At your service! Sagittarius! Legio comitatenses!
And I only had to use the garrison, didn't have to use any of my regular troops. Wait, fight here. You actually what? You prefer Warhammer sieges? Why? Towers are actually good and you have a reason to hold them. Well, the towers here. Like, the one thing which I would have to say which is bad about Attila is how easily the gate falls. Which seems ridiculous. And the towers in this do well. One thing I would like to see would be how many people the towers killed. Because I think it would surprise you. Two men escaped. 14. Oh dear. Cav, go after him. Right, that should be everyone. Done! Look at the amount of wall space you don't use for combat. That gives you choices on where to defend and how to defend. I mean, I think that is one thing that Thrones does better. There's a lot more interesting battles around the walls and inside the city itself than Attila. Especially for the bigger battles, like the fight that we had for Rome was amazing.
Ready for battle.
I mean, any game where it's easier to attack a fort than to defend it has sieges wrong. Like, Warhammer just completely erodes the point of building fortifications. Very often you're just like, who cares? Like, if you're fighting in Warhammer and it's one stack versus one stack, the attacker will probably win. Not the defender. You have a giant map, but most of the time you only use a small section of it anyway. Hence why they changed it. But they didn't, because Thrones of Britannia, which is the newest one, they went back to Attila's system. The only reason they've gone with the Warhammer system is because that's how it was on tabletop. Alright, technology. So we have got the new food supply, which is going to be useful. Ooh. Tax up. Wealth from agriculture up. Yay. Or we could go for more ammo for artillery, which would reduce upkeep for all units and also increase replenishment, but that would require the 2 upgrades. Well, going for this one would just straight up increase taxes. Subsistence up. Wealth from commercial. Here we go. Also allows us to upgrade to the level 4 gold mine. Tax rate up. Allows us to build trade ports, wine emporiums. We need this one. That's going to be straight up money. Straight up money. Yeah, I do need civics tax, although I'm suddenly earning a lot more money. One thing I might... Yes! I can reduce taxes. Excellent. Also, oh, right, yeah, because we didn't have an army to pay. Haha! I was like, how did I get so much money so quickly? And suddenly the public order issues have turned around. What makes you say in stack versus stack situation the attacker wins in Warhammer? Because the walls limit your mobility, so you can concentrate all of your forces on one section of the wall and the defender can't. And once the walls have fallen... Well... My problem lies that it's easier to defend behind the walls than the walls themselves, which is very often what I do in Warhammer. So on a stack versus stack situation, yes, I would just ignore the walls, withdraw, and just defend at the walls. Unless you're playing as someone like the High Elves or the Wood Elves. Different factions have different military techniques, but like playing as the Empire, which is the faction I'm best at, I ignore walls. Walls are terrible. Right, so, in terms of everyone making money, Galicia is still short on food, but Galicia can now upgrade the farms. I can also change the... Oh no, wheat farm is probably still... Yeah, still a lot better. So we're going to upgrade you, we're going to upgrade you, Aquitania, upgrade you, and you. Telekinesis. I am now out of money, so I cannot do any more upgrades. That's fine.
How can I help?
Right, so there is a Hun army here. I wonder how Warhammer Siege would feel without unlimited ladders. I think it would be an improvement. It would mean that siege engines actually matter. I think that's one of the reasons why Attila's sieges are better, because you are limited in how you can attack the walls. You should be able to build ladders, like you do here. So you can say, okay, I'm going to turn up with 4 sets of ladders. They're pretty cheap, but they are destructible. Also, you can take out enemy siege engines with the upgraded towers without problems. Disagree with that. I strongly disagree with that. Towers in Warhammer really struggle to take siege engines out. And by the time you're using upgraded siege towers... by the time you're using upgraded siege engines... Start again. By the time you have got upgraded towers, they have got upgraded siege equipment.
My sword is yours.
Right. Stay put. You can stay put. That's a lot of champions and stuff. You can stay put. Regan, what's your garrison like? Acceptable. I mean, I could even potentially move you up here to hopefully intercept some... Actually, another idea. How much money am I losing to piracy? 28%. How much am I losing over here? 28%. I could just put you on anti-piracy stance.
Hard on the oars, you men. Your orders?
As of next turn.
We still have a good wind.
Next turn we'll do that.
Ready for orders.
Right, Rome garrison is going to withdraw to here.
At your command. Look to the defenses.
Oh, right. That's actually where I need you to be. I need you to be over here.
You have further orders?
Where you can then upgrade.
Sign up, lads,
Oh, you get exulators.
Mmm.
Also super tempting. So Legio Comitatensis at this point are by far and away the cheapest unit to use for garrison work. You get 13 javelins. I do have quite a few ranged units here already. I think it is Palatina that we need.
Are you ready to serve?
Leaves me completely without cash though. I'll leave you there for now. Swift Train, Bertigalo's now happy. Matty, Lugdunham is very happy. Fasoncio is under siege.
Ready for orders.
Which I could very easily lift.
At your command.
Your army has upgraded. Right, you need equipment. All of your stuff is kind of rubbish. And then where do I want you? Do we want to go after those provinces?
At your command.
Simple answer is yes.
At once.
And then we can go after Augustina as well. Can you reach Genoa? You can reach Genoa. Can you reach Vienna? You can reach Vienna. These are not going to be easy battles, especially with you still on 0 troops, so no. In that case, yeah, I'm going to go and lift the siege.
God himself.
Oh wow, you think that this is actually going to be... There's a lot of elite Palatina. This is a remarkably strong Roman army. Yeah, we've got Roman howitzers and Roman... what'd they be? Cannon. And they have a slow-moving, big front-line army, again. And a relatively flat area. And I have reinforcements coming from over there, so I think I'm going to deploy over on this side. And they're pretty much going to have to come for me.
Understood! Field artillery awaiting orders! Helio ballista! Field artillery, yours to command! Missile infantry ready. For the glory of God! Elite Ballistarii! Orders? Yes, Commander.
Yeah. Alright, then we have got these guys. Actually, it's going to be Elite Palatina versus Elite Palatina. That's good. I'm going to do 3 of
Palatina!
you.
For the glory of God!
And then a big...
Understood! Melee infantry! Elite Palatina! Understood!
And then the spearmen on the flanks. And then the cavalry over on that flank. And Bossman can go back here.
For God in heaven!
They do have a fair amount of artillery, but that shouldn't matter. Explosive, you guys doing your normal thing. You guys doing that.
Yours to command!
To say this, but God above, our foes are simpletons and bumpkins.
Good news! Additional forces have arrived!
Villages of their idiots and send them to die at our hands.
At speed! Advance at speed! Orders, my lord! Advance at speed! As you wish. Helio ballista! Ready and waiting.
I love these things!